Well, hello. It's Adaire Palmer here with Community TV with Adaire. This is TV for you by TV from me. And this is where I talk to people in the community who are doing amazing things to add value to the lives of people around them. Now, this could be anything from a meditation, a yoga class, learning to cook, reading tarot cards, healing, or even physical fitness. And today, we are launching into a brand new aspect, I guess, of what we do on Community TV with Adaire. We're actually including business owners in our audience. So if you're a small business owner or even a not-for-profit, but a business owner we actually want to talk to today, you will be interested in what we are speaking about today, because I would love to introduce to you Cathy Young. You see, Cathy's in the lobby. She has found, she's saying, so happy to be here. Cathy's found the team chat. Now, I'm going to bring her up in a moment. Just like to explain a little bit. She's been in business for 34 years with her husband, Geoff. She's owned small, medium and large businesses. One business started with 10 people in 2 states and grew to over 400 people in 27 locations around the world. They sold that business not once, but twice. The first time for 7 figures and the second time for 8 figures. She began an online business in the USA to prove that you really can make money while you sleep. Today, Cathy and her husband, Geoff, work with business owners to implement systems that find hidden money in their businesses, giving them the lifestyle we always wanted. And they have experienced the highs and lows that business owners do and have a deep understanding of the simple systems that can increase profits for any business of any size in any industry. Welcome, Cathy.
Hi, Adaire. How are you? Lovely to be here. Thanks for having me on board today.
Hi. Oh, thank you for being our inaugural business coach for business owners. I think this is really, really cool and exciting. I would like to just also say that Cathy is in the Redlands Bay area up in Queensland. I'm still on Mudlow Island, and I'm really, really enjoying connecting with business owners in Queensland. Of course, my partner in crime, Theone, is still in South Australia, keeping the fires burning down there, but because you'd need to because it's bloody cold.
Never mind.
So it is a pleasure to be here with you. And what I'd like to say is, if you are here and you are a business owner and you would joining us, you may want to invite your friends to watch, and also people who you know will be interested in this broadcast. Please share so that they can also have an opportunity to hear the amazing juicy goodness that Cathy has got to share with us. The other thing is, we are broadcasting on mytimetv.live, and we also go out to 50 channels of TV on demand through the Binge Network's syndication platform. So thank you, Bonnie, for allowing us to do this. It's exciting times. I am a little bit pixelated, but I can see you quite clearly, and I'm sure our audio is quite clear as well. So, Cathy, share with us how you came to be sitting here talking to me.
Well, I'm very, very fortunate in that we've been in business for a very long time, and the lovely man that I married, who we went into business together. So we've been married longer than we've been in business. So we've been married forever. Hi, Jen, love to see you there. So we started in a business that was existing. And it started as a very small business, so it was 10 people in 2 states. And we had some other shareholders there with us. And we built that business over the last 34 years into a business that grew to 400 plus people in 27 locations around the world. So I don't share that with you to impress you. I share that with you to impress upon you and the listeners that we've been small business, we've been medium business, and we've been really large business as well. So we know the road that business owners tread. We know the road. And during that time, we almost lost that business. It nearly fell over at one stage due to a joint partner that we had that we were working with, and they went into liquidation, which nearly sent us into liquidation as well, which was very scary. it was a very stressful time. But the great thing about it was we learnt the 3 key areas where money's made and lost. So as a result of that, we then went on to grow the business, sell it twice, as you said, not just the once, but twice. And then after that, we've determined that we've got lots of business knowledge and we know lots of things about business. We've gone out and we now have software that we work with business owners. So we work with really small business owners and really large business owners to help them make more money. And that's what we're here today. We're here to boost their business profits. That's what our mission now is, to help other business owners boost their business profits.
Which is why we're in business in the first. Well, actually, it's probably not the business people that I guess you work with and I work with are primarily there because they want to solve a problem for people and they want to help people. But obviously, a very, very close second is making profits, because otherwise you've got a hobby if you don't have a business, a profitable business.
And we also look at it as well, Adaire, that if you make a lot of money and you're very successful in business, then who can you help? Who are the people around you that you help? So is it your family members? Is it your community? Is it the not-for-profits? If you want to make a lot of money, that's fantastic, because what we then do is we can then take that time and we can take that money and move it towards other areas for people who aren't quite so fortunate. So we do quite a few things within our business where we do free workshops because we know business owners need some assistance and we want to give them that chance.
Yeah, so, I think that's awesome. I've been to one of your workshops and you're part of the Trusted Advisor Network.
Yes.
And I think that is a really, really amazing resource for businesses to tap into. Now, first, let's have a chat about the topic for today, and then you could share with us a little bit about the Trusted Advisor Network and how people can connect with you.
Sure.
So,
what I wanted to share today, because it's something that I know that business owners love, and when they hear this for the first time, they're actually usually quite amazed at the change they can make in their business. And it's called the 5% factor. It's a really simple, effective way to boost your business profits. So you ready to hear about it?
Oh, yes.
And if there's anyone here who's online and you don't understand something that I'm saying, please make sure you pop in into the chat box there your questions, because I'm really happy to answer questions as well. So I'm ready to answer your questions, pop them in there. But so anyway, let's get started. And if you've got a pen and paper nearby, what I'd love you to do is to grab it, because I'm going to share a mathematical formula with you that will make you more money, that will boost your business profits. And now the 5% factor, and we're going to work with round numbers because it's so much easier. So here we go. So let's say that your business figures, your annual revenue, your annual turnover, your annual top line sales are $1 million. Now, I know that sounds really large, but to some businesses, that's not. So let's just start with $1 million, because we should all be aiming for something that's nice and juicy. So if your annual sales or annual revenue is $1 million, and then your cost of sales is $700,000, that leaves you with a gross profit of $300,000. We're keeping this really simple. So $1 million top line, $700,000 costs, and then that leaves a gross profit of $300,000. Now, we've also got overheads in there, things like electricity, the rent, all of the fixed costs that we have in our business, our cars, that sort of thing. Let's say that's $200,000. So that means we've got $100,000 left after tax. You've got to pay your tax, unfortunately. Got to do that. So now we're down to $100,000. But what happens when we make 5% tweaks to the number? Let's have a look. So we're going to change everything by 5%. So we're going to increase the actual revenue, the amount of sales that we make, by 5%, which turns into $1,050,000. We've added another $50,000 to that $1 million top line. Then with the cost of sales, so the products that we're buying, the manufacturing costs, however it is that you make your money, then we're going to reduce that by 5%. So $700,000 reduced by 5% leaves $665,000. Then we've got a new gross profit, and that gives us $385,000. Now, if you're going, oh God, those numbers are too, we've got slides for you. If you would like a copy of the slides, then please pop in the chat box. Oh, actually, type the number 5.
The number 5.
Yep, and that's for 5% profit, 5% factor. Really simple one.
I'd just like to say to Kylie, thank you for joining us, Kylie. We do have some psychics and tarot card readers on this channel on mytimetv.live. The community TV with Adaire show is not a psychic or tarot card reading show. We are completely different. This is a lifestyle channel, mytimetv.live. So have a look in the events, Kylie, for when your favorite psychic or tarot card reader is live streaming, and you're welcome to pop back then. So yes, type in the number 5, and also remember, if you have small businesses or even large businesses who are friends or colleagues of yours, and you know they would love to hear this information, please make sure they hear it or see it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Because this really does boost business profits. This works with business owners, and this is usually the first place that we start working with business owners. So what we've got down to now is we've decreased our overheads by 5%, so we're down to $190,000. So what that totals is, I'm going to hold this up. I don't know if you can see there.
I'll just put your solo there, and hang on, we just turn off and just hold it up a little bit. You might have to pop it over your face there. Your net profit has jumped from up 100,195. Whoa! Yeah. How did that happen?
Because all you did was change by 5% the costs, the sales, and the overheads. We made 5% tweak, and it's possible. And even if you've got a smaller business, 5% you still can double your profit margin. And I don't know of any business owner, Adaire, that doesn't want to do that. It truly, truly works. So we can make those changes quite easily if we want to increase our sales. So if we want to increase our sales, we can put up our price by 5%. And most customers don't even question or ask it. We did it today with one of our clients. And he went, yeah, all happy. Everyone's happy. Add a new fee. When we have a job, we've got a new fee that we do, something that we add to that. And upsell. If you upsell every time, usually 20% of your market will take that. Or ask existing customers for more business. So that's a really good way to increase your sales by 5%. To decrease the cost of your sales, so to decrease your costs and get that down, what you can do is talk to your suppliers. If you buy a product, talk to the suppliers and just say, I'm doing an annual review on my prices. Can we talk about what we're buying for? Is there some way we can reduce the amount that we buy for? Or could we get free shipping? There's lots of different ways. We've got one client who is now the negotiator queen in this space. She loves it. She was so frightened, and now she loves it. It's a really great thing to do. And
I think one of the things that we could look at, because we run a predominantly online business, is it's like that laptop lifestyle that everybody talks about, and we're all striving for. But what we can do, and I was just talking to Theone the other day about this, was we are actually way oversubscribed to a lot of stuff that we don't use. So if you are, and it's almost like death by subscription, seriously, if you're not using it or you're not getting value from it, if you've got, cut it. And when we look, we're in 3 different email autoresponders. So we're looking at combining all of those and going to one CRM or one, like even one that's not going to cost us until we, sort of really need it to. So there's a lot of things that you can do. So even if we're talking $15 a month, if you do that a few times, it'll add up.
Subscriptions that add that, there's $100 gone from your costs. If it's not being used, then what we do is we get our business owners to examine everything that they're doing carefully. Because most people just keep doing business because they're so busy. That's okay, but you may not be making as much money as you can, and it's only 5% that you need to change things by. 5%. And can I share an example with you, Adaire, of one business owner who did apply this?
Yes,
Now,
please do that. I'll just pop you on solo again, and
I'll stick this up in front of my face because this is such a lovely, lovely, lovely young lady. This is
and
a business
yeah.
owner who we worked with. Now, if you can't read that, it's a bit tricky.
If you want to, just
If you
show us the photo. Show us their photo. Just hold it up a little bit more. Yep, that's it. And who's this lovely lady?
This lovely lady's name is Christy, and she's an interior designer in Coffs Harbour. Now, Christy, all she did was apply the 5% factor, and she increased her, she didn't work any harder, she didn't work any more hours, and she increased her bottom line by 91%.
Wow.
91%. And all she did was tweak and make the changes, and she now, that was probably 3 years ago. Now she's in a very different space business-wise. Her business is much bigger. She's doing enormous projects because she's got the business basics right.
Yeah. So I guess the thing there is like making a 5% tweak and then getting a 91% return for that 5% tweak is
yes,
like, that's mind-blowing.
It is. And it's not hard to do if you look at each cost that you've got, each sale that you've got, and your overheads. They're the three areas where you can make those 5% changes.
That is really, I love that. And thank you for that, because it's definitely something, like you said, as business owners, we are all doing the doing, and very few of us are actually working. Well, they say we work in our businesses and not on our businesses.
And what happens is when we make those changes, we can then start to allocate some time back to ourselves, which is super exciting. I want to share with you is that if we find some time where we can work on the business instead of in it, then we can make more money. And what I'd like to share with you, I'm just going to grab it, Adaire, is I'd like to share with the listeners who would like this a time audit toolkit.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a couple of worksheets that we've got here that we've designed for our clients to allow them to find ways to save time, and then how to use that time effectively. So if someone would like a copy of these two worksheets, which can make you more money on top of the 5% tweaks, then please pop your name in the chat box down the bottom there, because we're really happy to send these to you if this is something that you would like. And what we do is we break time up into 4 quadrants, and we want to ensure that people are doing the jobs that really should be done and get rid of the ones that really shouldn't be taking our time. But there's ways to do that.
Yeah, and I think that is, and I remember going through that exercise with you at the workshop I attended, which was really, really good, because I actually had some great learnings out of that, and I went and applied some of them straight away, and I found that there was leverage just in doing that.
Yeah.
Without even doing anything else, there was leverage in just doing that. So, so I would recommend, if you are interested, while that's actually not attached to the chat bot, if you want to put 5 in the comments below, we will, or Cathy will contact you and see if you would like a copy of now what do you call it? The time organizer?
The time toolkit and the time audit, yes.
Time toolkit and the time audit, because they sound like really excellent, and I know they are really, really excellent resources for you. So just type in 5 and you'll be connected to the My Time TV chat bot. And if you're a business owner, you might want to explore the magic of chatbots too. So even if you don't want this information, you might just type in 5 and see the magic happen for yourself, and then you can connect with me to find out how you do that. So never let a plug go by. Eh?
I want to say you're fabulous at chatbots, so thank you. Yeah, because I've learnt a lot through talking to you about chatbots and TV.
And yes, that's right. Well, it's such a new industry, and I did put out in the email that I sent out that if you are interested in learning about live broadcasting and connecting to chatbots, which is what we're doing and coming into the future, is broadcasting and bots is where it's at. Yeah. And a lot of business owners are, quite terrified of both, and it's because they don't understand. So we're here to hold hands and make sure that it goes smoothly for those who want to step up and step into the new media and the new way of doing things. But enough about me, Cathy. Part of we did talk about earlier the Trusted Advisor Network, and if you would like to explain how that works, that would be awesome.
Thank you. So what we do as part of our role when we're looking after business owners is we have a group called the Local Business Network, and we're here in Redland City. So, but we're not the only ones. The Local Business Network is all around Australia and New Zealand. There's groups everywhere. But what the Local Business Network does is brings together business owners in a group setting, and then we work on the 5% factor, the time tool audits, but we take you through all of the basic business basics. It's sort of like Business 101. And we work with with the business owners in the room. They work together in a group situation sometimes. Other times we work with them and we teach subjects on the 5 key areas where money's made and lost in business, because we've been there and up and down and up and down. So we know. So we teach that. And then we also, one of the formats that we have for the Local Business Network is what's called Workroom. And Workroom is where you actually implement and work on your business in something in one of these here, or it could be you might have a session resolver where you actually implement and start putting down first steps that you need to take to solve a problem in your business that will lead to you making money in your business, to boosting your business profits. So we do that every second fortnight. We come together with business owners. I'm really proud to announce that we run it every second Thursday from 7 till 8:30. But as of next week, we're launching a second group as well on Thursdays. So we're going to be running. This is brand new to you too. It only just has occurred. So we'll run 7 to 8:30. I know. And then we're running a second group on the same day from 9:30 till 11. And we've created that because we know that lots of business owners who are often the primary caregiver still want to be involved, still want to learn, still want to make a difference in their business, want to work on their business, but they had the kids that they had to get to school. So 7 till 8:30 didn't work. So we went, you know what? We're going to put together another group. So from next Thursday, we'll be running a second one. So we're really excited, really looking forward to working with those business owners. So if you are a business owner or you know of a business owner who wants to boost their business profits, this is a really great place to start.
I think it is, and I think, like I said, what I attended with you was really an eye opener, and it also helped me move forward in one of the things that was I was a little bit stuck in, which was really, really awesome. So I think that's amazing. And connect with Cathy. Her links are above. There are 2 links up there. One is your business page for you, and it's the right link now. And the other one is for the Redland City, the Redlands. So can you explain what the difference is between those 2 pages and what people will get if they connect on either?
No problem. When you connect on either, you get Geoff and I, basically. But the Redland City Business Network is for business owners who are located in the Redland City area. The Accelerate Business Consultancy page is for our one-on-one clients we work one-on-one with, and they don't have to be within the Redland City area. And something super exciting, we're going online soon. So we're really excited to be announcing that as well. So we'll have online mentoring as well for people who feel that they want to jump into that space, but we can't physically get together, so we'll be doing it online. So doing all of the same things we do face-to-face, but online in this space here, because this is an amazing space and an amazing tool to learn business basics so you can boost your business profits.
I think that is fantastic, and it is a huge leap for a lot of businesses to be thinking about running a business online, and particularly using the social networks that we have available to us, or even if you're doing it through like Zoom catch-ups or Thinkific or any of those things. There's a lot of tools that are available, and unless you're a bricks and mortar business, or you do, you know, like massage and stuff where it has to be hands-on, you can pretty much, or even if you are, you can still
absolutely
put a component of it online and reach more people, which is really, really exciting. So even if
another stream of income, there just becomes another stream of income that you add to your physical business, and it's a really great way to go. There's some really, if you want to know how best to build the online side and to build your presence, then Adaire's the person to talk to, because she's got all the tips and tricks to get you to that place. So you need to connect with in that space. But you add that to your physical store, your physical location, and you can have double stream of income. Why not?
Yeah, I think that's like, it's just that it's mind-blowing about the things that we can do if we're creative about it, and if we think, you know, sort of cleverly about it, we can increase our reach, we can increase the people we help, we can increase our income streams. We're in very exciting times, my friends.
Yes,
and
absolutely, I agree.
And as Zig Ziglar said, to get what you want, you help enough other people get what they want, and you will get what you want. So that is amazing. Now, what I want to do, I want to thank you, but first we have to do, as people who do pop in here regularly know, I have a thing with the heart that I did brief you about beforehand.
Lovely.
I will hide our names because it's just our faces, and then if you you're actually perfect right where you are, so just look at the camera and we'll smile for 5 seconds. And that's done it.
It's a really long 5 seconds. You're going, wow.
Yeah, I think, I know, and that's funny because it's like, we don't say anything. We just sort of sit there and you go, okay, I feel like a bit of an idiot right now. Do I keep smiling or what?
Watching this, okay.
But when we go back and rewatch this and grab that at the end, you'll see that there's a lovely opportunity there for us to get a screenshot. Whereas if we do it for 1 or 2 seconds, it just goes by too fast, and we don't have to pause it. If we pause it, it just means that there's a little triangle in the middle of our faces. So I've got all that nailed.
Perfect.
So, Cathy, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time and your sharing your expertise and knowledge so freely with us. Really, really appreciate that. And I'll drop you out, but don't go anywhere, because we will reconnect in the lobby after I've wound up the broadcast.
Thank you
once again.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Nice to meet you all.
And Cathy Young from, business coach extraordinaire. So Accelerate Your Business Consultancy is her business consultancy page. You'll find it above there with the Redland City Network Business Network page as well. So just click on either of those links and go over to their inbox, send them a message and say, hi, Cathy, Adaire sent me. So we look forward to seeing you next week at 2 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. I'm still working in South Australia Central Time for people who, because my computer's still set on Central Time, which makes it a bit easier. And I will see you next Wednesday on Wednesday afternoon for Community TV with Adaire on My Time TV.live for bringing you more goodness for helping people around in your community. Thanks, and bye for now.